This is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Today I want to talk about the Indian national football team and look a little bit forward to next month when India play in Vietnam, facing Vietnam and Lebanon in a Tri-Nation tournament, and what potential changes Manolo Marquez could make to the squad. 2 match days have now been played of the Indian Super League. We've seen a lot of surprises, but again, that's not the topic today. I'd rather like to talk about players who should be in the squad, players who should be rested, players who should maybe get a chance. And there again is an interesting scenario where these are my views. I don't know what Manolo is thinking at the moment, and therefore I just throw them out. Maybe you agree, you disagree. Yeah, we can have a discussion on it because we've been speaking about it regularly on my live shows as well. And when we start with goalkeepers, the last camp saw Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Amrinder Singh and Prabhsukhan Singh Gill as the 3 keepers. Gurpreet and Amrinder for me stay in the squad, but Vishal Keth, who earlier was the number 3, I guess gets back as number 3. And Prabhsukhan, of course, had its first feel of national team football, but yeah, it is Vishal Keth. And if not Vishal Keth, then Purba Lachempa. But again, Purba has not had the best of starts. So for me, Vishal Keth is rather the keeper to pick at this moment. When we speak about defense, that's one of the areas where we have had a lot of issues, a lot of problems. And I'm not sure how we can sort it out. The right back, left back has been an issue in the recent past. Roshan has had a good start to the ISL campaign, and to me, Roshan deserves a start. The question is on the right or on the left. So therefore, that's the question. Where does he get his opportunity? Because Roshan, one of his strengths is, and then again, maybe also one of the weaknesses is, certain people might say, he can play in multiple positions. For me, I'm trending more towards the right, but the question then is, who is going to be the other right backs going to be called up? I guess Nikhil Pujari will get another call up. Ashish Rai has not convinced me for the national team and also for Mohun Bagan so far this season, so I don't think he deserves a call up. And the others who could be in the fray, Amay Ranawade or could be an option. Valpuya, I think, still is a little too early, but could be an option, can be discussed. Then we have the issue on the left, because there, both Jay Gupta and Shubhashish Bose have not played well. And it's turning out to be one of those positions where we need options. The question is, do we think about Roshan as a potential left back? I'm seeing him more at the moment on the right, but again, left is also an option. Who are the others? If I look at FC Goa, Manolo has or is working with Akash Sangwan. Does Akash Sangwan, for example, get a chance with the national team? In my opinion, he does. I think he's been deserving it for a while. Jay Gupta, for me, is still not ready for international football, and Shubhashish Bose's form, has not been good enough for quite some time. Centre backs, Rahul Beke, automatic starter, one of the candidates of being captain, depending on who plays around him. Next to him, I think Sana Singh is the best option. I was happy that he was back with the national team. Anwar Ali still with this whole thing going on with the mistake against the Blasters and Mehtab Singh. We will have to see. When we come to defensive midfield, I was happy that Putea has been called up by Manolo. I don't know if he's going to get a chance. Apuya, Jeekson and Suresh, that's the trio. One will have to figure out who are the best 2 out of this. And as I said, Putea is sort of the alternative. Nobody else at the moment. When it comes to the attacking positions, that's an interesting scenario because there are players who will be coming back. We had problems in the number 10 position, so I guess Brandon Fernandez will most likely make a comeback into the squad. And then there's the question you've had, does Thapa actually stay? Because Thapa hasn't been playing well. What's the situation with Sahal Abdul Samad is another question. On the wings, the only fixture which I think is fixed for me is Changte. And then depending on that, even Changte can play as a 10. Then the question is, who are the other players to come into the mix? Because certain players have shown that they have potential and yeah, might deserve a call-up. For some players, I think it's too early. Vineet Venkatesh, yeah, great start to his ISL career, to his professional career. Too early, in my opinion. A player where I'm still thinking, but he's convincing me more and more by each match that he's playing is Jitin MS. I think Jitin MS, the time has come to call him up to the national team. And then the question is, what happens with, for example, Ananda Kumar Sekar, who hasn't convinced me football-wise that he is actually of level to play international football. Mahesh Naurem is a player who stays in that mix. Liston Colasso has to be also questioned, but I guess he's going to be one of those players who's going to get a call-up. And when we look up front, or playmaker position, Edmund remains in the mix, even though he's not played club football because the I-League hasn't started. And then the question comes regarding striker. Manveer Singh has not had the best of football in the last few weeks and months. Is it going to be then Rahim Ali making a comeback? I think Rahim Ali at the moment is our most likely number 9, and someone, I don't think at the moment, but he could be an option maybe in March, depending on what the situation regarding the strikers is. Sunil Chhetri has had a very, very good start to the ISL season. He's playing as a starting player again. And if Sunil continues this form, and he has this form in, let's say, February next year, and we still have problems up front, there might be an option, I think, for Manolo to speak to Sunil and convince him maybe to come back for the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. Because, yeah, that's something that is, of course, something to look forward to. That's when the serious football stuff. At the moment, October window, Manolo can try out a few things. I hope he does. And then we'll see what happens. As always, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you have another view? Other players who should be considered? Someone who's played very well, who've known for a while, but not a candidate at the moment, for example, is Nikhil Prabhu. But again, other players as well. Who could be those players that we should be needing to talk about? And as I said, in the comments below, let me know if you agree, disagree with me. And on the other side, always, as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube, on my other social medias, and visit arunfoot.com. This is Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.